The residents of a lonely gulch in inland California bear witness to an uncanny and chilling phenomenon. This week we watched Nope.
Hello?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We're back. It's Horror Legend. I'm Chris.
And I'm Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This week we watched a movie that we both have already seen. But for Black History Month.
I haven't seen it in a long time though.
Well, it's been a long time. I only watched it once and it's been a long time.
Yeah,
I watched it in the theater instead.
See, I didn't even get to watch it in the theater. I should have.
Oh really? Oh, it was great in the theater actually.
I feel like it would have been a really cool one to experience with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, it really
Just
was.
the way he reveals shit.
It was great. Yeah, we'll get to that. No, for Black History Month, we are highlighting Black directors, etc., actors. And today we did Nope.
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 No.
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 Nope.
I'm not doing it.
We're not doing this.
We're not doing it. Yeah, we did Nope. Directed by Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele, somebody who did break out like crazy into the horror genre.
Yeah.
Especially for directors of color.
Yeah.
Because it needed it.
Yeah.
To be quite honest. And somebody who then brings in more actors of color into his movies. Black people and others of color.
Yeah.
Which is good because the horror genre also needed that.
Yeah.
And not ones that are like, oh, this is a throwaway character. No, like, no, main characters, different perspectives, different acting, different things. Like, it needed that.
For sure.
The trope forever of like, the black guy dies first.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the dumbest thing.
Yeah.
And it's not something horror needs to be known for.
No.
Not anymore.
No.
It's,
Now, I don't feel qualified to go on a diatribe of black cinema, but...
No. And obviously there are black directors other than Jordan Peele.
Yeah, and there are
who have probably had to work around a lot of shit to get their things made.
probably podcasts that can cover this better than I can.
Oh, 100%.
Because we're both white.
And people,
so.
because we are very white. But as somebody who is obsessed with the genre, I will tell you that it needed it.
Yeah.
100% needed it.
Oh, for sure.
A new fucking perspective on anything. Yeah, we watched Nope, directed by Jordan Peele. Came out in 2022. So it's at least 4 years old now, which is crazy. I feel like since 2020 time has not been a thing or existed. So I feel like the amount of years that have gone by since then is ridiculous because it still feels like it's like 2020. Yeah. We have, I always think I'm going to say his name wrong. Daniel Kaluuya? I feel like I'm going to say that wrong.
I actually don't know how to say it.
And if you know how to say it phonetically, put that in the comments.
Yeah, I know, right?
I feel like I'm going to say it wrong. Who's been in a bunch of stuff. I mean, he was in Get Out.
Yeah.
I know he's been in stuff before that, but I feel like Get Out really introduced him to a broader audience.
Yeah.
Keke Palmer. Who doesn't know Keke Palmer? I love her so much.
Yeah.
Because like this movie, it's horror, but it's more like monster, dark comedy kind of horror.
Yeah.
Alien invasion. This is like his version of Jaws, in my opinion. Yeah. Like it's like a sci-fi his version of Jaws.
It very much is.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it that way until you said that.
I mean,
and then I was watching it through those eyes, and I'm like, "Wow, it really is."
Because we'll get into it because it's not really like it's not a spaceship with aliens in it. The thing is an actual predator.
Yes.
That has come here.
Yes.
And they never explain that, which I'm fine with.
I mean, it's basically living curtains.
When it takes its like full form, it looks like living curtains.
I was kind of disappointed with it because I was like, it looks like fabric on wood. Like, what is wood?
I
like a wood like rib.
Yeah.
Like ribbon.
Like I like the way it looks is cool.
No, it looks awesome.
But I definitely like the saucer version of it better.
Yes.
Because it's just creepier.
Oh, for
the way
sure.
it moves and stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the fact that you think like it's a living creature. It's not.
Mhm.
And that was so cool about watching it the first time was like, you think like, oh, it's aliens.
Yeah.
It's no, whatever, it's aliens. And then you watch it and you're like, no, it's an animal.
Yeah.
Like it's a full on animal
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
in this area for some reason.
Yeah.
Just hunting things.
Mhm.
Crazy. Yeah, we all know Kiki Palmer from basically everything. She's been in so many things. I saw there was that comedy that she was just in not too long ago. I'm gonna forget the name now. One of Them Days.
Oh, okay.
Was really funny.
Really?
It was her and SZA, and it was really funny.
Okay. I'm gonna have to watch it.
And she's also just doing this year a remake of it's a Peacock remake of that movie The Burbs that Tom Hanks did a long time ago.
Yeah.
She's doing that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been in so many things. She's incredible. Brandon Perea, who is Angel Torres, who is so hot, so attractive. He's been in a lot of random things too. He was just in Poker Face, which we just were talking about that. He was in that movie Twisters, that sequel to Twister,
Which Poker Face is canceled. Well, not canceled.
Not canceled. They're like reworking.
They're recasting as well because Natasha Lyonne is no longer in it.
That's right.
So
I forgot who they're casting.
Peter Dinklage.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. Which I mean,
that's cool.
I mean,
he's a good actor.
I think it'll be cool. I just really love Natasha Lyonne.
Seriously,
like a lot.
Yeah. We got Michael Wincott, who plays the crazy eccentric cinematographer guy. I love him.
Yeah.
With his Tom Waits voice and his robe shit. He was actually in Hitchcock too.
Really?
Like, because Tom Waits was obviously Ed Gein in Hitchcock. He's in it too as apparently like some fan of Hitchcock.
That's funny.
Top fan. And he was also in the newer Ghost in the Shell live action movie, which I mean that's a whole fucking thing. We don't have to get into when it comes to casting Scarlett Johansson or whatever. We got Stephen Yeun, who of course Walking Dead is Glenn. And Keith David, who's also been in just a myriad of things.
Which one's
Keith David.
Oh, yeah.
He was in The Thing.
Yeah.
He plays Captain Anderson in Mass Effect.
Oh.
Does a bunch of voice acting.
Okay.
Requiem for a Dream. Like, he's been in so many things.
Yeah.
They Live, which is another John Carpenter crazy staple. Love that one. That one's insane. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know her name was Barbie Ferreira. Barbie Ferreira, very small part, but she's from Euphoria. Oh, and Osgood Perkins.
Yes.
For some reason, is like the director of the commercial they have the horse for in the beginning of the movie. It's Osgood Perkins, which I think probably had a couple of movies under his belt at that point.
Yeah.
Directing wise. Well, and Legally Blonde, because he was in that.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, these are just some of the characters.
Who played the monkey?
You know?
Was it all just CGI?
I don't think... Yeah, I think Gordy was pretty much just CGI. I don't think they had a monkey on set for that.
I guess, how ironic would it be if they did?
I feel like it would be hard to train a chimp to attack people without it actually, like something happening.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean, that's, like, main cast of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get into this monster of a synopsis now.
And that's the other thing, too, is we haven't really done a lot of monster movies. And I would count this as kind of a monster movie.
It's like, yeah, it is.
Monster horror.
Yeah.
When I bring up Jaws, like, Jaws is horror, but it's like a monster adventure horror.
Yeah.
Like, it feels more like an Indiana Jones kind of movie, but, like, horror.
Yeah. Now that since you brought up, like, the Jaws thing, it just, like...
It's cool because instead of
freaking
people out with like being in the water, which a lot of people have like thalassophobia and shit, it's like, why is that cloud weird? Like staring up at the sky, aliens coming down, like not knowing something's there. Like it's like the opposite.
Let's make people afraid of the sky.
Yeah,
and the water.
Everything that's blue.
Although it's like I play video games that have like thalassophobia mode, like Like, no, like Horizon, like you can turn it on so like if you can see all the way through the water. There's no,
Oh.
but like I don't want to do that. I want to be scared.
It's like people play that game Subnautica where it's just a water planet and you're
Yeah.
underwater and those
That sounds
crazy
great.
leviathans can come to you.
I love it. I want to play that.
Fuck that.
I love
Just watching them dive into the water when they don't know what's below them. I'm like, nope.
I think I have a healthy
Nope.
fear of the ocean, but it's not like.
I don't like it.
But I'm not like terrified. Like it doesn't terrify me to not know what's. Yeah, I don't know.
It freaks me out. I have bad thalassophobia. I don't know why. I also have really bad acrophobia, which is fear of heights.
Oh yeah, mine's bad. Yeah, that's
real
bad
bad
for me. I'm not good.
And being 6'4",
That's
just
why
totally ill.
I'm claustrophobic and I'm acrophobic. So planes, like no, like I feel like I'm trapped.
Oh, see, I can do the planes, but I'm that person that like with whenever any bump, I'm just like,
yeah. I'm fine once I'm there.
Yeah,
it's the taking. It's like getting.
I have to close my eyes when the takeoff is happening. Landing is fine. When it comes to takeoff is happening, I have to close my eyes. Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
Just kidding.
The film opens with a Bible quote from Nahum. I don't even know what that was, a book in the Bible. Nahum 3:6. I will cast abominable filth upon you, make you vile, and make you a spectacle. Isn't the Bible so lovely and reassuring?
It's just reassuring. It's not full of men being creepy and murder.
I'm God just being like, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you. Murder your first son.
Do it.
It'd
be funny.
It'd be funny. Just like do it. Like what if I just sent a bunch of water across the world?
You know what? I don't like this. I'm a startup.
It'd be really funny when I talk to Noah like a burning bush. That's hilarious.
It's hilarious. Okay.
This bush is on fire.
The first thing shown is a bloody chimp wandering around a wrecked sitcom set. And then it says, this will make sense later. Which I love because like when I was watching the movie, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah. And of course like it explains it later, but it's like, yeah, when it opens with that, you're not expecting.
I wasn't expecting that at all. And I was like, what's going on?
It does make sense later on with
Sort of.
Stephen Yeun's character.
Yeah.
And then when they're talking about like predators and like not staring them in the eye and not running away and things like that, and like how they react to things.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, explains it later. We'll probably get into it where it's like a bunch of balloons pop, chimp goes crazy, starts fucking killing people on a set, and it's like you can see how like ignorant everybody is around like working with an animal on a movie set.
Yeah,
and it's true. And then like you even see that with the commercial in the beginning where he's got the horse there, and nobody's taking into account that like don't stand behind it.
Yeah,
don't look it in the eye.
Yeah.
And then the guy turns around that mirror thing on it, and then it freaks out and kicks something, and it's like, you're too much. You're freaking it out. It's an animal. Like, you're freaking it out. So, like, it kind of shows you with different things.
Horses are scary, too.
I was like, horses are majestic.
I really like
they're
them.
Beautiful.
They're pretty.
But if I stand next to one, it freaks me out. And I know it's because that thing could just kill me at any moment.
Exactly.
To be quite honest.
I've been thrown off of one.
Nope.
And, it wasn't that bad, actually, which is weird. It could have been bad, obviously, because people can get seriously injured that way.
Christopher Reeve.
Yeah. Luckily, I was young and limber. But, they're, I don't know, they still don't scare me that much, though, even though that happened. I think maybe because that happened to me, they don't scare me as much.
When I was a kid, the first time I ever got on a horse was at somebody's, like, birthday thing, and we were just going to be riding a horse on a trail, like, all together.
Yeah. And then I killed the entire family while you were on it.
While I was on it.
Yeah.
Couldn't get off it. Accessory to murder. No. I started crying. I started freaking out the second I got on it because it dawned on me sitting on it like how gigantic the animal was, and that it could at any moment, if it wanted to, just freak the fuck out while I was on top of it, and it just overwhelmed the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being fine because it was like some thing where you pay and they like take you on a trail, and of course like the person who trains the horses is there the whole time, and like it's just they're all just following each other, but like my brain just like went into overload mode because I was like, this is gigantic. I could fall on this thing. It could trample me. It could kick me. It could bite me. Like it was just like, I could not stop thinking about all that. And I started freaking out.
Have you ridden a camel?
I swear it didn't like zoos and stuff like you ride the camel. I think I've done that.
I've done that a few.
I think I've done that a few
times.
times. Yeah. No, those big camels.
That was the thing I always wanted to do. Was ride the camel.
I always loved being.
They're even bigger, but
yeah.
But you feel totally safe on a camel.
I felt fine.
They're chill.
Yeah, they're chill.
I mean, they're not that chill, but they're chill.
I also, loved, going up to those things where like a giraffe would put their head out and you could like pet the giraffe and stuff. I love giraffes.
Me too.
But yeah, like no, I love horses. Like horses are cool, but horses it freaks me out just being on this huge ass animal.
Oh yeah, horses are a little different. They're just skittish.
Yeah,
they're so skittish. Otis Haywood Sr. and his son Otis Jr., referred to as OJ, begin their day by taking care of the horses at their Hollywood ranch, Haywood's Hollywood Horses.
Haywood's Hollywood Horses.
Get your horse today. In the background, radio mentions the mysterious disappearance of two hikers. Soon the electricity goes out, and after screams are heard from the sky, debris falls out from the sky.
I actually never remember hearing the radio talk about the two missing hikers. That's crazy.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Because then that's where that's where the stuff came from.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
This is the first time I'm hearing about it as well. But
I'll listen closer next time if I watch the movie. Because
normally the second time I pay more attention, but I don't know. A coin falls through Otis Sr.'s eye, killing him.
Ugh.
I know. OJ tries to get him to the hospital to no avail. Later, after arriving back at the ranch, OJ notices a key impaled into one of the horses.
I think it's Ghost later on.
Ghost.
Key ends up in its like right ass. Flank.
The opening credits are, I don't know there's like names for every like part of the horse that are like horse people names for everything.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'll ask someone at work that
horse people
horses.
She's a horse girl.
She's a horse girl. The opening credits are shown along with a rippling green square. Later zooming into the first motion picture of a black man riding a horse. To me, the square that's on the square that is on the alien that they're showing.
Well, it keeps opening up.
It looks like an aperture to like a
camera.
Movie camera to me. That's what I'm assuming it was supposed to be.
I think so.
Okay. Because it looks like film too.
When it like flips open and flips open and comes apart.
Yeah.
Which that's Moybridge, I think the guy's name was, and it was that whole thing when my film school coming out. The whole thing where they were like, they wanted to prove that a horse's hooves come all the way off the ground when it's running, like all four hooves off the ground. So then they set up a bunch of cameras in sequence and had them all go off whenever the horse is riding by, and then they fast moved it so that it looked like it was giving it motion, and they could capture the fact that it does lift all of its hooves off the ground when it's running. First motion picture. And then you brought in the Lumiere brothers after that, right? Yeah.
But yeah, the whole thing is like the two brother and sister OJ and her are the descendants of the guy.
Great. She says the great granddaughter, or there was my great grandfather. He's like one more and another great,
one more great,
and another great.
The guy that was riding the horse.
The guy that was the jockey that was riding the horse, which was a black jockey.
Yeah,
which I believe that actually is true.
I think it is.
Yeah.
The 6 months after the event, OJ waits for his sister Emerald, referred to as M, on a movie set where one of their horses, Lucky, is to be used for a commercial filmed by cinematographer Antlers Holst.
Oh, your first name is Antlers.
Antlers Holst.
Fucking insane. He has this like gravelly fucking voice. It's so good. His voice is amazing.
Emerald soon arrives and explains the safety precautions. Explains the safety precautions of filming with Lucky, also mentioning that the black man on the horse in the first motion picture is her and OJ's great-great-great-grandfather. However, the staff ignores them and disrespects the horse's boundaries, causing it to react violently.
which again was shown with the chimp in the beginning of the
Yes.
movie, which like it gets explained like 3 or 4 times throughout, which I think is cool the way he like kind of reveals like, yeah, this is how animals react.
Yeah.
This is like a thing, and then when you get the reveal of what jean jacket the spaceship really is, it makes more sense into what's going on.
Yeah. The Haywoods are fired from the project, even though it wasn't their fault, with a visual effects horse replacing.
I love because he's like talking to him, and he's like, maybe this isn't the time. And as he's talking to him, you can see the green screen horse getting wielded by him.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele's one of those directors too, who has just like little moments like that where it's like every little detail.
Yeah, and he puts like the industry in it as well,
100%. To like show small things about the industry and 100%. And then, but it's just like his detail thing, and that's what I love about some directors like Del Toro and things like that, is when they love every detail of what they're doing and they care about the details of what they're doing.
Maybe not quite as much as Kubrick.
Jesus.
Who might care too much.
Well, actually, I saw an interview not too long ago it was Robert Duvall. They were doing like an actors on actors thing around table, and he's like, yeah, The Shining, it looks pretty, whatever, but he did over 200 takes per scene, and he's like, I gotta say, the acting in that is not great.
I saw that too.
Because he's like, what the difference of this fucking 100 take to 150, like, and you're just wearing these people down. Like, he was not a fan of the acting, which, like, I get it.
The acting in it isn't entirely natural at points.
I
think it is because, like, he used, like, that 200th take.
Yeah.
And the people are just like...
But I feel like
over it.
I feel like he does it on purpose.
Yes.
Like, he uses that one on purpose.
It's, like, curated.
Yeah, like, you can tell by how people are acting that it's a Kubrick movie because of the acting he gets out of people.
Yeah.
And I think he does it on purpose. And I know he was way more caring about the visuals a lot of the time than about the acting.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, again, you've watched behind the scenes of The Shining. He's sitting there writing like the 30th version of the script in front of them. Like, he just like, pretty sure he does it on purpose. That like visually his movies are incredible.
Yeah.
But some of the acting, but yeah, you can definitely tell it's a Kubrick movie by the acting.
Yeah.
It's kind of like John Waters. You can tell it's a John Waters movie by the acting and by the way it's filmed. Because he, especially in, what is that one with Edward Furlong?
Huh? Oh, Pecker?
Pecker. You can tell that he wants them to act bad on purpose.
Yeah.
The way they read lines in his movies is not great. And I know he does it on purpose, so you can tell by the way they're acting that it's a John Waters movie.
The dialogue in his movies is
so cheesy.
It's cheesy, and it's like it's even acted out. It's written. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
It's so, like,
It's so like step by step.
Yeah.
And it comes off kind of like a film student script. Mm-hmm. Just a little more elevated, obviously, because you can tell he's purposely doing it.
Yeah.
Whereas like a film student wouldn't be purposely doing that. You can tell that he does it on purpose because he wants it to have this tone because it's funny and it's campy and it's
I think, that tone was natural when he started, because he started with people who weren't actors and who didn't know what they were
think he just kind of liked it.
And it worked for him. So.
Yeah. Because he's honestly, he's had a couple of like well-known good actors in his movies, but then they also act like that. And that's how I know he's probably doing that on purpose.
Yeah. I mean, because you can even look at like Hairspray. Even like the musical version, which I'm not a big fan of, because I hate John Travolta playing Divine's part. It's terrible. Anyway,
I mean, it's hard to top Divine at playing a character that she's played.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because those characters,
you can't.
Like, even with his writing, those characters were obviously meant for her to take it over and do whatever the fuck she wanted with it.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of working with Divine.
Where was I?
Tangent.
With the ranch struggling financially, the Haywoods go to meet Ricky Jupe Park, a former child actor who owns a Western-themed amusement park titled Jupiter's Claim.
It's Jupiter's Claim. I think she said it used to be something else before that, and then it became Jupiter's Claim.
Yeah. To sell Lucky to him, the 11th horse to be sold, because he's selling all of his dad's horses just to get by.
That's because he's struggling because obviously Keith David, their dad, was the charismatic, like,
Yeah.
we do this thing, this stuff, and everybody knows him because it's Haywood Horse.
Yeah.
And he's not that way. His son is not that way.
He's not.
Quiet,
she's
closed
charismatic.
up. And that's why, like, she comes in and does the thing for the commercial.
And, like, he just isn't good with, like, actually doing the job, which would be, like, working with people also to be
he's
like,
only worried about the horse.
Exactly. Which doesn't really work because you have to... It's Hollywood, baby.
And it's Hollywood. That's showbiz, baby.
During the meeting, Jupe recounts an SNL sketch based on the traumatizing event during his childhood acting career. He was the kid in the show with the chimp.
With the chimp. Yes, I love that. Like, he doesn't tell them exactly what happened. He references a Saturday Night Live sketch.
Yeah, where he's like,
which
Sherry
obviously
O'Terry
is fake. Whatever. Sherry O'Terry, somebody else. And then Chris Kattan was Gordy the chimp.
Yeah.
And they kept talking about the jungle, and every time they talk about the jungle, he'd freak out a little more.
Yeah.
Which is not what happened on set.
Jupe offers to buy the Haywood Ranch, and M later encourages OJ to accept the deal. That night, M recounts to OJ how Otis Sr. promised M that she would train her first horse named Jean Jacket.
Jean Jacket.
Although the horse would later...
Also, great drag name.
That's a great Jean Jacket.
Jean Jacket.
I think someone does have that as a drag name. I think I've seen it on Instagram.
That's awesome.
But I think it's funny that it's such a horse name, Jean Jacket.
It totally is, yeah. It's such a horse
Horses have
name.
the most ridiculous...
weirdest fucking names, yes.
Jean Jacket.
The three that we got were Jean Jacket, Ghost, and
Ghost,
Lucky.
Lucky. I mean, Ghost and Lucky seem
normal.
like normal
More
pet
normal.
names, honestly.
No, Lucky's a three-legged dog. That's every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it's a three-legged dog.
Ghost is like a white cat.
It's a white cat. Yeah. It's a white dog.
Yep. M. Although the horse would later end up being used for a film, which ended up using another animal. Anyway, M notices that
camels.
Camels, yeah.
Well, I think because you were supposed to be trained for the Scorpion King.
Yeah.
Scorpion King, and they ended up using camels.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, it's a terrible ass movie. Sorry to The Rock, but Scorpion King is trash. And the CGI from like The Mummy Returns, where half of your body's on a scorpion body, is also trash.
M notices that Ghost, another horse of theirs, mysteriously ended up in the arena outside. Starting from this point, the film is divided into chapters, each title referring to the animals in the film. The chapter is titled Ghost.
Yes.
OJ goes to the arena and finds Ghost there. Oh, by the way, I didn't point out, like, when he was in the commercial filming, and they're like, his name's OJ, and they're all like...
Oh, yeah, the actress who's going to be the actress is like, OJ, he's like, yeah, Otis Jr., she's like,
You might want to change that. Suddenly he notices something from far away. Several lights and a voice playing on the speakers. The lights and the voice slowly turn off, and Ghost flees the arena. It's badly written here. She was playing
she started playing music.
An album, a vinyl album, really loud.
Really loud.
In the house, and you could hear the bass and everything. And then it suddenly goes, yeah. Ghost fleeing the ranch and disappearing while other horses act violently. As the electricity of the Haywood Herm turns off for a few seconds, OJ sees a flying saucer in the sky.
Yeah, you just see a little bit of it go into the cloud.
Yeah. OJ describes it as big and fast to M. The two buy several cameras the next day at Fry's Electronics.
It's because her whole thing is, like, if we can get it on camera, we get like $100,000.
Yeah.
$100,000.
Yeah.
She's like, and that's just the first time I looked it up. Like, if I go into it, you can probably make even more money.
Yeah. Fry's Electronics, they used to have one here that was built like a pyramid.
Yeah.
Did they tear that down?
I think the building's still there.
It's like a Mayan, like...
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. It's like literally a Mayan pyramid.
Yeah.
I think... Because I think in the trivia, which we'll get to as well, it says, like, Fry's Electronics was shut down in, like, 2021.
Yeah.
So, like, it had shut down before this movie came out in 2022. Obviously, this movie was filmed before 2022.
Yeah.
But, like, it literally shut down not too long after it came out, which is hilarious. Because I think it was after COVID is when they just lost way too much money and just...
Because, I mean, it was already...
it was already on its last leg, to be quite honest, like Circuit City.
Yeah.
If anybody remembers Circuit City.
Circuit City. Radio Shack. Does Radio Shack still...
I think No.
I don't know.
I can't remember Radio Shack City. But I remember Circuit City's commercials because the one part of the building was red and the commercial would be like, that's a giant plug and plug in.
Yeah.
Crazy. Circuit City.
They buy a bunch of cameras seeking to be famous from the footage, where staff member Angel Torres explains to them that he'll help set up the cameras, theorizing that the Haywoods might be in a UFO hotspot. Later on, he visits the ranch to do so, describing his perspective on aliens in the process.
I love that he makes him like an actual main character.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I'm way too invested in this to like just go back to work at Rise Electric.
I know, right? M leaves momentarily and returns with a stolen display horse from Jupiter's claim, intending to use it as bait. Jupe later arrives at the ranch to question him about the display horse, but she bluffs her way out of it. Jupe attempts to invite the Haywoods to an event, but his flyer is taken away by the wind, and he leaves.
The event that he was inviting them to was all those people get sucked up in, or something would have gone, they would have died.
Yeah, they would have been dead.
They would have been dead?
Although Kiki Palmer would have gotten out of it
somehow.
She would have been fine.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah. This chapter is titled Clover.
Oh, that's the other next horse. Yeah.
That night, the cameras and the decoy horse are set up. OJ notices that someone let another horse, Clover, out. He then encounters what seems to be multiple aliens.
I will say...
this part's great, though.
Yeah, I will say for this scene, the way he films it is really cool because, like, switches off the lights get switched back on, he turns around, you can't really see anything else, and you see movement.
Yeah.
But he keeps the angle far enough away that you're kind of questioning whether or not it actually is something. And at this point, you have no idea that Jean Jack is an actual animal.
Yeah.
Or anything like that, because it looks like a spaceship.
I think it's an alien.
And then, like, one of them pops out of the stall... And then, like, the way he backs up and, like, you can see it moving and then it goes behind something and then it slowly... And it's not until you see the one behind him, like, hanging upside down that you're like, oh. Because it's like, that looks cheesy as fuck. And then he punches him in the face and ends up being one of Jupe's kids or whatever. But it's like, the way he films the first two, very cool. Because it's like, really. You're alone on this ranch, middle of nowhere. Yeah. You keep thinking you're seeing a UFO. Yeah. And now this weird thing that's actually making creepy noises is now, like, with you. It was, like... actually creepy.
So it's like you think this is still an alien movie. Oh. Like, okay.
Aliens.
Aliens. The aliens are revealed to be Jupe's children, taunting him for stealing their decoy horse. Later, OJ goes to find Clover, but the UFO arrives and sucks up the decoy horse, which gets stuck, causing Clover to run away.
Yeah, it gets stuck in there, and that's how they end up seeing it every once in a while, because the flags...
The flags.
The flags are hanging out of the cloud.
Angel, secretly watching their cameras at Fry's, tells M that the UFO is in the clouds.
There's a bug on the camera, the praying mantis on the camera. He's like, get the bug off the camera! He tells M that the UFO is in the phone, and M shouts at OJ to run. OJ manages to hide safely, but witnesses Clover getting sucked up too. They fail to get the footage they need as a praying mantis was blocking the view of the camera. So ridiculous. As long as she looks over the camera, she's like, oh god, just a fucking praying mantis.
M tells OJ that they need to leave, but he tells her that there's more to this than they think and persuades her to stay and go on with the plan. Basically, they figure out it's in the clouds because there's a cloud that just doesn't move throughout all of the footage. It's just there.
Oh yeah, Angel comes back and it's like, he's like, it's true. And he shows him the footage and it's like every other cloud is moving, but there's one cloud above the mountain that is not moving anywhere.
Yeah. Huh. The next day, Angel arrives at the ranch again, explaining that he rewound through their footage and found the cloud that never moves, which might be the UFO's hiding place. M contacts Antlers and tries to get him to join them, telling him he is the only person in the world that would be able to capture this phenomenon on film.
You only see one room of his house, but I can already tell the house is cool.
Yeah.
And he's also just sitting there, like, editing, going through, like, a weird, crazy predator-prey nature documentary.
Nature documentary.
But it's like predator and prey, so it's like obviously the whole
Yeah.
time it's like an octopus attacking a crab, and then like a snake, like a tiger getting into a whole thing, and it's like, okay, more symbolism of predator prey shit, but it's like he's just sitting there just going to his finish on it, thinking like, Jesus.
He declines though.
He declines the first time. Yeah.
Claiming that they never wake up from this dream of being famous.
Of like having the most, like, making the impossible shot.
Yeah.
He's like, never wake up from that dream, and then hangs up.
Yeah. OJ wonders if the UFO isn't a ship. Next chapter. It's titled Gordy.
Fucking chimp.
The year 1998. Young Jupe and his fellow actors act in an episode for the sitcom Gordy's Home, titled Gordy's Birthday.
I was sick.
Nice. During a scene where balloons are released in the room, balloons start popping, shocking the chimp playing Gordy, who starts to go wild and attacks the human stars.
It's like Gordy's birthday, and I love how she's like, I got you this
so
big
bad.
present. It's not even a fucking present, it's just a box filled with balloons. That again hit hot lights and start popping, which of course freaks him out, so he starts killing everybody.
It's like the I don't know. When was the height of like bad sitcoms? Was it 90s, I guess? Like really terrible sitcoms. I would say it's more like late 80s, but
Probably that, because the 90s brought on like Friends and
I mean, there's some amazing sitcoms that started in the 80s, obviously.
Yeah.
The Golden Girls, which is like the best sitcom ever, because it never gets old.
the
The jokes are still funny.
wasn't like Murder She Wrote also around like the 80s.
It's not really a sitcom though.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Alf. That was
Fucking
80s. That does not hold up, but I still love it.
Alf loves to eat some pussy. It was real bad.
The balloons start popping, shocking the chimp playing Gordy, who starts to go wild and attacks the human stars. Jupe hides under a table, sees a shoe standing up on its own, which he would later put on display upright in a mini Gordy museum behind a hidden door in his office.
Yeah.
She didn't go over that, but you know.
I know, those are just the shoe balancing.
Like, okay.
Just straight up balancing.
It watches as fellow co-stars Mary Jo Elliott and Tom Bogan are violently attacked by the chimp. After 6 minutes and 13 seconds, he says, the chimp calms down and eventually notices Jupe approaching him slowly while using sign language to ask what happened to the family. The chimp reaches out his fist for the iconic fist bump. They have like an iconic fist bump.
He said it was the first time they did the exploding fist bump on TV ever.
But before their fists can touch, the chimp is shot dead. Yeah, because it's like he's the only one that's looking the chimp in the eyes, but the chimp doesn't see him as a threat or
No.
Yeah, so
You know, just not at all traumatizing for a child.
not at all. I'm
Once
sure.
you're like all these people get murdered already by a chimp, and him shot in the head in front of you.
Yeah.
No trauma whatsoever.
No. Back in the present, Jupe thinks about the massacre. His wife, Amber, motivates him to prepare for an upcoming event and helps him recite his lines. The next chapter is called Lucky. Angel sets up tarps for a coming storm. OJ finds Jupe's flyer promoting the Star Lasso experience. Deducing that this might involve Lucky, he heads to Jupiter's claim to get Lucky back.
Yeah, because Lucky was the horse he sold to him in the beginning.
Yeah.
And he was hoping to get these horses back whenever he started getting money again.
Yeah.
Because he wanted like a path to be able to buy them back.
Yeah.
But of course, Jupe's been sacrificing the shit out of them to...
Meanwhile, the Star Lasso experience begins with Jupe telling the audience about a night where he witnessed the UFO. and promises that they will leave different after witnessing a spectacle.
What I love too is you get the sense that he knows about it because I mean his jacket has the UFO like on it.
Yeah.
In the clouds.
A spectacle. But the UFO arrives early. Jupe reveals a glass box that contains Lucky, meant to be sucked up for the show. Lucky refuses to walk out of the box, and the UFO appears above the audience.
Okay, really quick.
What's up?
Because he introduces the one girl who was an actor on the show.
Yeah.
Like, and my first crush. And she's sitting there, she's got a veil over her face, but her lips are gone.
Her face is like...
Her face is so fucked up because of that chimp.
Yeah.
But she's still there. Just to get eaten by another fucker.
Oh, I know. The camera focuses on Jupe's shocked expression as the shadows behind him depict the audience being sucked up.
See, that's such a cool shot because they didn't have to show the audience like full on getting sucked up. You literally can just hear the screams and see the shadows moving in a circle going up.
Yeah.
Like the way he shoots some of this, the way he frames it, the way he like frames something like. Whenever Angel comes to the house first with the Fry's Electronics van and he pulls up the drapes and it's just those two looking out the window, but then the van is framed in the window.
Uh-huh.
So cool. That shot, it's just like a really beautiful shot of the way he frames things. I love the way he frames stuff. I like the implication of them all getting without having to fully show. It's like we get it.
Yeah.
It's like just showing the shadows and the screaming makes sense.
The inside of the UFO is shown and is revealed to be an alien itself, with the rippling green square from the opening credits being its eye, kind of.
Yeah.
Thus, Jupe, his family, and the audience are digested by the alien while screams and the crunching of bones are heard in the background.
What's cool too is that whole sequence where they're like getting sucked up into the thing and it's like those ripples and stuff. They did that practically.
Well, I think that was the one thing I found disappointing. it was just like sheets and red lighting. So I was kind of like, huh.
I love it because like whenever you watch the behind the scenes, they like actually have them going through it. And it's like fully practical the way they did it, which is I think that was cool.
I don't know. I found it disappointing just that part because I was like, it's just sheets and like red lights. Like they made it tense enough with the screaming and stuff.
Oh, like the way it's filmed.
Yeah. But I was kind of like, huh. I mean, then again, the alien itself is sheets later, so that's why I was like, okay, it's fine.
The way it like unfolds itself, and then folds back into like,
yeah. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not great. It's just that was the one scene that
I get it.
I found rather disappointing.
No, I get it. Just kind of, whoa. Okay. Just kidding.
O'Shea arrives at the empty Jupiter's claim and finds Lucky unharmed and still in the glass box before the alien returns and tries to suck him up, and he gets knocked out by the bleachers in the arena. He wakes up later at night and finds Lucky still intact before loading the horse onto his truck and driving towards the ranch. He calls M and warns her that the UFO is actually an alien who sees the ranch and the area surrounding it as his territory. While Angel, about to leave the ranch, is forced to seek refuge in the house. The alien arrives.
I wear my sunglasses and...
He's listening to that.
I don't have that song on. As it's like...
That is really good. I like the way that it slows down.
Yeah.
And then like the alien, it becomes just spooky enough, the song. And it's perfect. It begins to rain. Only it's not rain. The alien is vomiting blood and debris directly onto the house.
Well, it is actual rain. So
it was actual rain. Yeah,
but like, it is actual rain, then it goes over the house, and that's when you can see the rain coming off of it.
Yeah.
On the other side of the house. And it starts dropping like seeds from the feeder and keys and coins and all that stuff, and then just blood.
Yeah.
All coming out of it onto the house. And you can tell now that you know that it's like an actual thing that it's doing it as like a weird territorial like threat situation, which is crazy.
I know.
What's cool is if you see set photos of it too, it's like it's the house And then above it is just like gigantic light coming down of the house, and a bunch of lights on like all the sides, like hitting the house. But like how they got jean jackets thing is just a huge light on top of the house, just down, and it looks so. The set just looks so cool.
The set does look really cool. OJ tries to drive to the house, but his truck is shut down before he can reach it, and it begins to really rain, until suddenly it's not raining. Oh, what a weird... Okay, OJ takes a look outside, sees the line of flags from the decoy horse hanging high above him from a giant black hole, and quickly says, nope.
Closes the door and goes, nope.
Back into the safety of the truck, only to have the decoy horse come busting through the windshield after being spat out.
Which means you know that this creature is intelligent. The fact that it's like, yeah, you try to fuck with me.
Yeah.
Take your fucking horse back.
The next morning, OJ gets M and Angel to flee in Angel's truck, and the alien arrives again. Recalling the earlier incident with Lucky on the commercial set, OJ doesn't look at the alien and manages to survive the encounter. The group gets away successfully and goes to Angel's apartment. That night, while eating dinner, OJ explains that the alien feels challenged when people look at it and then eats them. Meanwhile,
it's like the whole thing of like not looking directly into its eyes. It's like certain things too, like I don't know if it's gorillas or chimps, like showing your teeth is like a weird sign of dominance thing. Like certain animals looking them directly in the eye is a weird sign of dominance thing, and it's just like predator territorial. Like,
yeah. I feel like there must be some kind of analogy to like other things.
Stop looking people in the eye.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Meanwhile,
keep your fucking eyes off me. That's the.
Meanwhile, Antlers listens to a news report about the disappearance of Star Lasso Experience's audience and decides to join OJ, M, and L. The next day, he visits their house, and the group begins to plan. Antlers will bring a hand-cranked camera that won't be deactivated by the alien.
Something of his own invention.
Yes.
He uses like an IMAX lens, and it's got these huge film canisters on it, and he's just...
Yeah.
It's like watching somebody have like a Gatling gun and a freaking...
He visits their house the next day. Antlers will bring the camera, and the alien... that they've now called Jean Jacket, like the horse.
Named it after the horse, Jean Jacket.
The group will use tube man props and flailing, inflatable, crazy-armed tube men to do
wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
That's
wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Good family guy.
That's to find out where the alien is, because it shuts them off when it gets to them.
Which is such a crazy way to do that.
I know what it is.
Where they get all those because like one car dealership by them has like 30 of them for some reason.
Yeah.
And so like every time they see it like go down, it's like oh it's there, and then they come back up when it's like leaving the area, and it's like.
M will watch the camera watch the area using cameras, and OJ will bait Jean Jacket. This chapter is titled
Jean Jacket.
The next day comes and the plan is set into motion. However, Ryder Muybridge, a TMZ reporter, trespasses on the area.
That's fucking funny that they named him Muybridge.
Ryder Muybridge.
Ryder Muybridge. That is so fucking stupid. I love it. Of course, he's got this like fucking mirrored helmet.
It's so
you
weird.
never see his face.
Yeah.
And he's got his stupid like DSLR camera with his like phone camera. Mm-hmm. He's like, you have anything about it? You want to be famous? She's like, fuck, it's TMZ.
He gets thrown off of his electric motorcycle when Jean Jacket's presence suddenly deactivates.
The two angels like, pop quiz, everybody. What happens when an electric motorcycle going 60 miles an hour hits a wall of non-electricity? As he hits it, just gets thrown off his motorcycle. And he's like, I love the fact that he's like on the ground. You just hear him go, there's no way he's still alive. And then you just hear, ah! As he's just like on the ground, broken legs.
My camera.
My camera. He's like, at least take a picture of me. He's gonna picture me.
OJ attempts to save him, but Ryder, despite being severely injured, is only concerned with capturing footage.
They also never say his name.
No.
So that name was just Jordan Peele being stupid for everybody else.
Yep.
I love that. Brighter, more bridge.
Brighter, more bridge.
Ridiculous. Please welcome to the stage.
Brighter, more bridge.
Brighter, more bridge. I take all my feet off the ground when I run.
OJ leaves him when Jean Jacket arrives. And he successfully baits the alien by riding on Lucky, who's wearing a face covering.
I mean, who doesn't like baiting the alien up
Right.
top? I'm just gonna. We'll probably cut that. I'm just kidding.
He puts 2 reflectors on the back of his hood as eyes, and Antlers successfully catches it all on film. However, Antlers becomes...
Oh, I don't know why I didn't put that together in my head, that the reason the reflectors are there to look like eyes staring at it so that it would follow him.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like when a butterfly's wings look like eyes to like stop a predator or like... Yeah.
Antlers becomes captivated by the possibility of capturing the spectacle of Jean Jacket in the perfect light and leaves safety to attempt to get more footage.
It's like, you got all this footage. It's over there. You got this huge camera. You got all this footage. And he's like, the light's about to be perfect. And he's like, he's like, we don't deserve the impossible. Or before he leaves. And he's like trying
I think too, it's like he just went, he went completely crazy. And
he just got obsessed with getting that impossible shot.
Yeah. And he was like obsessed. It's also like, well, because he's like the old grizzled Jaws guy.
100%. 100%. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. And then also like it's like the guy that becomes obsessed, you know, like the Captain Ahab sort of like obsession with the
white whale shit.
Yeah. Where were we? He gets sucked up. He dies. Jean Jacket then notices...
With his fucking camera.
With the camera. Jean Jacket then notices Angel watching this happen and goes after him. He gets blown about and becomes wrapped in a tarp and tangled in barbed wire, preventing him from running, but saves him from being eaten because he gets spat back out. I mean, if I was with Angel, I would not spit.
I don't know how I didn't see that one coming.
Sorry.
Jesus. I'm saying.
Quitters.
Quitters.
Fucking
Fucking quitters.
That alien. After Em and Angel survive their encounters with Jean Jacket. Jean Jacket. It starts to unfold into a huge jelly-like...
Played by Jean Smart.
Played by Jean Smart. It starts... Jean Smart Jacket. I'm sure there's a drag name.
There's probably a drag name in there somewhere.
It starts to unfold into a huge jellyfish-like form. Em and OJ salute each other, and the former uses Ryder's motorcycle to drive to Jupiter's claim, while the latter baits Jean Jacket away. I don't know why they really like using that word. Once reaching Jupiter's claim, Em untethers the park's giant balloon mascot.
It's just like a giant cartoon balloon version of Stephen Ewan's character of Jew. Goes in the air and all the flags and shit.
And uses the Winkin' Well, an attraction where guests look into the well and an analog camera at the bottom takes their picture.
Which is cool because that's how it was able to do it. It's because it was an analog camera that just gets activated by cranking and then the shutter goes off.
And that's how she gets a photo of Jean Jacket when it's overhead eating
attacking the balloon.
I
love the way it dies here too. Because it it gets the balloon gets stuck in it and it can't go anywhere, and then the animal just pops.
Yeah,
just
it pops and it just because the
floats to the ground.
Because the alien looks so ethereal and delicate, and it just goes.
Well, my thing too with that is you have the picture, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
The body's gonna hit the ground soon.
Yeah.
So you got the body too. That's all true. I'm saying.
Unless it just kind of dissipates and floats away.
Maybe. The bote.
Where was I? The balloon pops inside and kills the alien, killing Jean Jacket. After screaming in triumph, Em rests near the Winkin' Well. As reporters arrive, M stands up, closes her eyes, and opens them again to see OJ riding Lucky appearing from the fog.
Under the sign that says "Out Yonder."
Out yonder.
Out yonder.
The film ends with a shot of the surviving photograph of Jean Jacket. Yeah. That is the film.
You said it wasn't that long.
It just looked super long.
It did look super long. I think it's because they separated over the chapters.
Yeah. Too, so yeah.
And that is nope.
No.
Honestly, like, I don't know. I don't think it's out of his 3 main movies. I don't know if it's the strongest one.
No.
But it's really good.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, that's still like. I'm not saying it's the strongest as Get Out or Us. It's still like it's still strong. It's still a very good movie.
Yeah.
And it's such. I still stand by the fact that all of his movies, including this one, feel like feature-length Twilight Zone episodes.
Yeah.
Because like, Get Out is like taking place in like one little area.
Yeah.
Of a place, and it's just like only affecting this little area.
Yeah.
It's like weird monsters on Maple Street or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then Us, although it is worldwide, is based off a Twilight Zone episode, and it's only like this. It's focused on one family going through this thing, and this again is one of those situations where it's like it's in one section.
Yeah.
Nobody else in the world knows this shit is happening.
Yeah.
Just these people are dealing with this shit.
Yeah.
So it very much feels like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
Like a crazy Twilight Zone episode. And I don't know. I feel like Jordan Peele could do more science fiction.
Yeah.
And he did do like the newer version of Twilight Zone, which I heard was like okay and had
Yeah.
some good episodes and stuff. But I feel like he could do more sci-fi horror.
Yeah.
Also off topic, I love his film logo for his Monkey Paw Productions, where it's like that train car and then just like the hand to I love it. It's so good. But yeah, trivia corner.
Yeah.
Trivia time. All right. The very early clip of a jockey riding a horse, which Emerald claims features her and OJ's ancestor, is a real 1878 animated series of photographs, one of the first moving images ever, which has come to be called Sally Gardner at a Gallop, 1878. Sally Gardner is the name of the horse. The two jockeys were listed as being named C. Marvin and G. Dom. Neither of their identities are known, though they very well could have been black, as Emerald claims.
Oh.
In those days, many jockeys were black, such as 13 of the 15 jockeys racing at the first Kentucky Derby in 1875. Probably because white people bet on it, so the black people can do all the work.
Yeah.
Because they're white rich people betting on the Kentucky Derby. God. Keke Palmer's introductory scene, in which Emerald delivers her energetic and fast-talking monologue about her family history during a safety meeting on the set of a film shoot, took 14 takes to shoot.
Oh, God.
And Jordan Peele described each one as very wildly different.
Nice.
So I wonder which one he actually picked out of those 14, because like
Wildly
different. Yeah, here we go. Despite being featured prominently, Fry's Electronics closed all of its locations on February 24th, 2021. Prior to the film's production, the film shot in the Burbank, California location and recreated the interior. So it actually had shut down before they started filming, and they recreated Fry's Electronics for this. That's crazy.
Nice.
So he doesn't even cite Jaws as like a influence. He cites King Kong, Jurassic Park, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Signs, and The Wizard of Oz as influence, which is really funny, especially The Wizard of Oz. I mean, it does have that weird kind of like fantastical Wizard of Oz shit going on.
I mean, there's a tornado. I don't know.
Truth. Like, Jordan Peele originally wrote the character of Angel Torres as a happy-go-lucky, geek-like character until Brandon Perea was cast as the character, who wanted to expand upon and portray him as more grounded. Okay. So apparently he was more like, like, woo, like, and he's like, tone it down.
Yeah, that's good.
Stephen Yeun's character, Jupe, has a large pair of metal scissors on his desk, which are the same scissors prominently featured in Jordan Peele's previous film, Us, in 2019.
Nice.
Peele said he wrote the script quote, at a time when we were a little bit worried about the future of cinema. So the first thing I knew is I wanted to create a spectacle. I wanted to create something that the audience would have to come to see. Because it was COVID, probably, around then. Yeah. Edward, it's spelled so weird. It's spelled Eadweard. It's like he's spelled. Edward Muybridge is referenced quite a bit in the film as taking the first motion picture of a jockey riding a horse. Before he experimented with proto-cinema, he was a renowned nature photographer. He was infamous for risking his life to take extremely dangerous shots. Went on trial for murdering his wife's lover.
Wow.
One pillar of Muybridge's insanity defense was that no sane man would have gone to the lengths he did to get a photograph.
Oh my god.
That's how he pled the fifth.
That's funny.
That's crazy. There's a bit of an echo there in Antler's devotion to the craft.
That's funny.
That's awesome. He should have named him Ryder Muybridge. All right. Via his Twitter account, Jordan Peele shared the full intro to Gordy's home shortly after the movie's release, set to Strange Animal by Gowan. I don't know who that is. Gowan. The video parodies similar 80s and 90s sitcom intros while also foreshadowing the more sinister events depicted in the film. I've never actually seen that. I didn't know he did that. That's funny. Jordan Peele...
I have seen that.
Have you really?
Yeah. That was one that I saw, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Because it made me kind of go like, okay, now I have to see this. What the hell is this?
Jordan Peele specifically chose the cowboy film Buck and the Preacher, 1972, to feature prominently. It was the first film, quote, it was the first film that I know of that had black cowboys represented in it. The myth that cowboys were just white guys running around is just not true.
Not at all.
But we don't know that because of Hollywood and the romanticized view of a very brutalized era. The film shares a similar spirit.
John Wayne. Gross.
The amusement park set of Jupiter's Claim is now a permanent part of Universal Studios' backlot tour. It was converted to a haunted house maze during Halloween Horror Nights.
I love it.
That's great. First horror film to be filmed with IMAX cameras. That's crazy. Those IMAX cameras are fucking insane.
Yeah, they are.
Like, if you've ever seen Christopher Nolan on set with those cameras, they're huge.
Yeah, they're huge.
The film is gigantic. And he successfully destroyed at least 2 of the 3 that were existed in the world during the Dark Knight trilogy at the time. One of them was during the Dark Knight. They had it attached to a truck hanging during the chase scene, the car chase scene.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, Dark Knight's really good. But during the semi-truck car chase scene, they had one attached to a truck that eventually got smashed between 2 cars.
Jesus.
These are like hundreds of thousands of dollars of cameras and film. And then the next one, I wasn't a huge fan of The Dark Knight Rises. Fight me. I did not like it. Except for maybe Tom Hardy as Bane.
I haven't seen that either.
God, it's just so many things I don't like about that one. I was like the only person in the theater that was like,
really?
No. I didn't like Anne Hathaway's Catwoman either.
Really?
Her stunt double was riding the bat cycle off of Gotham's Capitol's stairs. Yeah. Accidentally, somebody was filming it from one of their apartment because they could see the film being filmed. Rams right into the IMAX camera. You just see it shatter all over the street. Oh no! Hundreds of thousands of dollars of camera equipment and film. Crazy. And I think at the time there was literally only 3 to 5 of those cameras in the world. Craziness. As Fry's Electronics co-founder, Randy Fry was closing down and dismantling the chain. He had turned down multiple media requests about the chain, but he made an exception when a production manager from Jordan Peele's Monkey Paw production reached out via email about using the remaining Burbank location. Fry grew up a fan of 1950s science fiction alien films like The Day the Earth Stood Still and Earth versus the Flying Saucers, even crediting those movies with influencing the thematic decor of the Burbank location. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because there's a spaceship going into it. Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah. Why would you not use that one? Right. That's so perfect. Fry made sure to keep the store intact with the shelving and themed items while the production team supplied the location with cash registers, signage, and merchandise. So the production crew had to bring all that merchandise into that. Yeah. That's so much money. Right. But keeping the interior and the exterior with the spaceship, incredible. Oh, yeah, totally. Incredible. That's so cool. Absolutely. Emerald and OJ respectively wear green and orange throughout the whole movie.
Oh.
And that is true. His orange sweater, her green outfits. That's crazy. Some of these are long.
Okay.
So I might only do a couple. Let me see. Most of the night sequences, specifically those shot out in in Haywood's field, were actually shot in the day with a complex rig built by cinematographer Hoyt van Hoytema. These scenes were shot with a normal 5-perf 70mm Panavision camera and a digital RE Alexa. Those cameras are crazy. 65 camera, modified with the IR filter removed from the sensor to make it sensitive to infrared light. Mm-hmm. Rigged up in a 3D camera rig, so they were set to take the same image at once, similar to how Van Hoytema shot the lunar chase sequence in Ad Astra, which that movie was... I've seen the chase scene that he's talking about, but I never actually watched Ad Astra. I remember it coming out whenever I worked at Harkins.
Okay.
Because it was 2019. These two images were then composited together to give the night sequence their unique look. In fact, most of these sequences are opened up for IMAX, but were actually shot in normal 5x 70mm film. That's crazy.
So there's a lot of scenes that were filmed during the day, but were at night. Correct? Is that
okay. So they took these two cameras and they composited them over together.
That's what I thought, because it seemed like too much light in some of the scenes, and
I think it made them look cool because it made the moon seem unreal.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can even tell the first scene when it's at night and he's with Ghost in the corral.
Yeah,
you can tell it's not actually night.
Oh,
or if it wasn't actually filmed at night.
Yeah.
I
mean, it still makes it look really cool.
I had an inkling to that. Okay. I just didn't know exactly how, because that was very complex and technical.
So Gordy, for the movie, was CGI, but he was taken from a motion captured primate.
Yeah.
So they did a separate scene where they motion captured a primate so they could get the movement down correctly and everything. Yeah. Gordy's not the first motion captured primate portrayed by Terry Norturi. Oh, so it actually is portrayed by a person. So it's a person in a motion capture suit. Okay. He previously portrayed Rocket in the rebooted Planet of the Apes trilogy, and Kong in Kong Skull Island. Okay. However, this is the first time his portrayal of a primate has much more realistic design, obviously. Yeah. I mean, King Kong was realistic. That'd be fucking crazy. I mean, it's very much like, Andy Serkis. Because Andy Serkis also played King Kong in Peter Jackson's King Kong. He did all the motion for it. Motion capture is just really cool. Yeah. They can do all that. Yeah. And they even do it for video games now, too. And Last of Us was all motion captured. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Baldur's Gate was, but Resident Evil Village, all those cutscenes were motion captured.
Really?
Yeah. Like the Lady D and then all the actors were motion captured to get their actual movements and stuff. It's cool. I think it's a really cool way to do it.
Oh no, yeah, totally.
One of the lead roles was offered to Jesse Plemons, most likely Jew, but he had turned it down due to scheduled conflicts with Killers of the Flower Moon. He's a good Jesse Plemons is a good actor. He's been in a bunch of stuff like Breaking Bad. He was in that Civil War movie for Alex Garland. He's like this redhead. He looks crazy. He's a really good actor. He's in a lot of A24 stuff. It was the first Jordan Peele feature to be shot on film.
Oh.
So I guess his other ones were shot digitally. Mostly digitally. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's a lot. I don't know. In an interview with Days, Jordan Peele confirmed that the design of the creature in the final act was influenced by the angels in Neon Genesis Evangelion.
That's funny.
1995. Yeah. that animation's fucking crazy.
I have watched all of that. Yes.
It's insane.
It's one of the few animes I have seen all the way through, and it's very depressing.
One thing, I was actually going to bring it up because one thing he does do that he makes a reference to is when she rides the motorcycle into Jupiter Plane, she slides the motorcycle. It's literally Akira. Yeah. It's Akira. He references Akira. In the final act of the movie, right there, Emerald Haywood performs a sliding stop on a motorcycle that mirrors the iconic slide in Akira. Jordan Peele listed Akira as one of his favorite films of all time and was given an offer to direct the live-action version, but he turned it down. Which, understandable if you love something that much and you don't want to fuck it up. Or, like, you're like, this doesn't need that. The only time I think that was a good idea was, like, well, Del Toro doing Frankenstein, because that's, like, one of his favorite movies of all time. But also Peter Jackson by Universal, because he had to do one more movie for them, I think, under contract. He was offered Creature from the Black Lagoon or King Kong. And King Kong was his favorite movie of all time. So he obviously remade King Kong, which is incredible. His version of King Kong is incredible. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I feel like I have.
Colin Hanks, Jack Black, Naomi Watts, Adrian Brody.
I've seen it.
So good.
It was good.
It's 3 hours long, but it's very good.
I do remember it was pretty good.
Incredible movie. I love that movie.
Maybe I'd have to see it again because I don't remember loving.
It's definitely one of my favorites.
I may not have been able to watch it for 3 hours.
Oh god! I mean, it's 3 hours and 8 minutes. That's crazy. And I've seen like the uncut version that's like 3 hours and like 50 something minutes. Like, I mean, if it's Peter Jackson, you do any of the Lord of the Rings uncut, they're all 5 hours. You think they said like the original versions of the script for like Lord of the Rings were upwards of like almost 300 pages. Like they were crazy. I mean, you can only do so much. The distinctive, not quite disc shape of jean jacket is a near perfect match for the sketches made by pilot Kenneth Arnold in reporting his influential 1947 UFO sighting, which first popularized the term flying saucer, and which is often called the first UFO sighting.
Interesting.
That's cool. If you pay attention to the character posters, the cowboy hat that Stephen Yeun is wearing is shaped and lit to look like jean jacket. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, there's just there's just so much.
That's fine.
But I think out of the 3 that he is known for, Us, Get Out, and Nope. This one's, when I say weakest, I don't mean like super weak, because obviously it's an amazing movie. Still, it's I don't think it's as good as Us and Get Out, but it's still incredible.
Sure.
Especially because it's cool to see him branch not only out of horror a little bit into science fiction. I guess Us is kind of sci-fi-ish, but not really. It's weird. I don't know. But yeah.
I like that, this one keeps you, if it's the first time you've seen it, it keeps you guessing as to like what is going on.
Oh, 100%. Especially when you first watch it and you have no idea what the fuck it is. Like, when they advertise the movie, like, you have no idea that it's possibly a creature itself. You just really think aliens. Aliens. Like,
And then you start off with a monkey, killing people, and you're like, what the fuck's going on?
Which I love it when throughout the movie that it's just portraying like, this is how this thing acts. This is how the horse acts. This is how this acts. Predators, territorial, whatever.
I definitely still love this movie. It's really good. I'm gonna give it 4 monkeys tearing someone's face off.
I'm gonna give it, God, I don't know. I'm gonna say 4.5 jean jackets.
4.5 jean jackets.
Jean jackets.
Well, if you liked this episode, subscribe and like.
Comment. Let us know if you love us, if you hate us.
If
you want to know more about us. If you want us to stop. If you want my phone number. No, I'm just kidding.
Until next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.